Alright guys, Bruce here, KB45, Modern Warrior. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit today. I had some thoughts, and as you know that we are, if you look at this channel or look at our Instagram, you know that we're all about helping people help themselves, hopefully. Like homesteading, providing for yourself, providing for your family, for their needs, food, shelter. The warrior side of it, you know, as far as safety, protection, as far as self-defense for yourself and for others as well. That's essentially kind of all of it, but also the spiritual side, looking after your soul. So I had I had the opportunity to watch a TED Talk, and the speaker, he basically was someone that worked with people as far as being able to defend themselves, self-defense. I think mostly it's a self-defense format that he works with, but his interesting thing was about how violence, when it's necessary, it's like the only answer, and there's some truth in that. So, but the other part of that, I don't want to go too far down that path, but the other part of it is that statistically for him, 80% of the people that he worked with had already had the event or altercation or trauma. They had survived it, and now they were seeking training so it wouldn't happen again. And that's kind of the post-mortem side of it, I guess you could say, is that like you've seen it, you don't want that to ever happen again. So, you know, unfortunately that is the way it is oftentimes when we look at the martial arts and other things. Like as soon as you're working with somebody, you can determine whether they're because of some type of PTSD they're trying to overcome, or if they're just there to prepare because they haven't been in that situation, but maybe they've known someone, okay? So, or maybe they're just doing their part to be prepared. But anyway, so I was thinking about it, that 80%, and how, you know, from the spiritual aspect, what is the percentage? Is it 10%? Is it 20%? Is it 30% that know Christ, that are followers of Christ? When this life is over, you don't get to make a choice anymore. And so I just wanted to speak to both sides of it, to some of the people out there. Like if you're following this and you like the content as far as, and I'm outside today, it's beautiful weather. We were 19 degrees 2 days ago. We had snow and frost and everything. Now we're like 76 degrees today. I thought I'd shoot this outside, but I have some barnyard chickens over there that carrying on. That rooster is. Anyway, so back to it though. Like the example is that, like in that situation, the people he was working with, they did survive it, so now they could try and do something to make sure it didn't happen again. When our life is over, our choices are made here on earth. So you either believe in heaven and hell, and you believe in, you know, the one true God, His Son, Jesus Christ, and you accept that, and you ask for the atonement through His sacrifice for your sins, or you don't. And that's just my faith. If you don't like that, that's okay. I mean, I like to teach everybody. I really don't. You know, it's your personal thing, and if you don't like it, don't worry about it. You know, you'll find out in eternity. So I train a lot of people. I've trained a lot of Muslims. I've trained a lot of just atheist people. It's not my thing. It's your personal responsibility for your own soul. So, and I know that's a little harsh. My wife said that's a little heavy, but that's how I feel about your own walk in self-defense, martial arts, or any kind of combat you might enter into. Like, you have personal accountability and how you're going to prepare for that. So anyway, without getting like too much of a dad, becoming too much of a dad there, yeah, so we want everybody to be prepared. So I thought that was very interesting. At least that was my viewpoint on it when I was looking at it is like, oh, there's still a lot of work to be done. There's still so many people that, you know, need to come to Christ, needs to be introduced. And so in John, a lot of people like to quote John 3:16, but if you back up just a little bit, in John 3:12 or 3:13, I'm not sure, but Jesus is speaking to Nicodemus, I believe. He says, if I've spoken to you of earthly things and you didn't understand it, how will you understand if I speak to you of heavenly things? So if I would just make this statement that if you're watching this and you have an inkling in your soul towards wanting to do a little bit of research or study or talk to somebody about this, or that you recognize there's a creator but you're not walking with Christ yet, I would say maybe that's the nudge, that you need to respect that and think about it and maybe pursue it to where you make your choice. I'm not saying you have to make your choice, but you know, that's the difference in me and others. Like I said, it's all personal responsibility. So I can give you books, but if all you do is eat the pages, it doesn't do you any good, right? So the that's the way I am. So anyway, I would say if you feel that little nudge, do some research. You know, there's plenty of stuff online. Find some people that, you know, that you like to listen to and study it with them. You can reach out to us. We can point you in the direction of some people that can help you. If you know me locally, you can look me up too, and I'll probably still steer you to some other people that are better at this than me. But yeah, so looking after everybody, and like I said, not a combative thing, right? Like not pushing it on you, but you know, there is a choice to be made. There's going to be a lot of choices in life, and you're going to have to decide where you're going to stand. So anyway, see you guys later. Hope this was good to you. A little heavy, apologize for that, but just something I felt like maybe needed to be said today. Talk to you later.